Yo, YouTube, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be going through the best Manchester United squad in FC 25. As we approach Ultimate Team, this is the squad I wanted to make. I wanted to just see if we can get a few kind of Premier League teams and all that good stuff, all the leagues. So I was like, you know what? I actually want to see specifics. I want to see the best team we can make with actual clubs. So this can be the Manchester United team. Starting off in goal, it's obviously going to be Onana. Then we go through. We'll take a look at the starting 11 that I came up with. Then we'll look at some other potential players we could bring in and just kind of go from there and give my overall thoughts on the squad. So in terms of the defense, De Ligt and Martinez, let's kind of go through and see any other centre-back options that we could have. So we go through to positions. I didn't really think there was anyone else we could really go with. There's one more, which is going to be Euro. And I feel like he's okay. In terms of anyone else, right, we look through. It's actually really interesting now that I'm saying it out loud. FIFA-wise, low-key. I feel like Luke Shaw, I didn't know he would have a centre-back playstyle. I was kind of throw me off there, but low-key, you could potentially switch these two, and I feel like Luke Shaw might be a really solid centre-back, so that's definitely an option you guys can consider. I was even thinking of going 3 at the back or maybe 5 at the back and having like wing-backs and stuff, but I think out of the two, De Ligt's normally a pretty decent centre-back, but his pace is a little bit lower. It depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for the best team, maybe De Ligt, because he's higher rated, is probably more chance of informs and stuff like that, because Shaw doesn't really play for us. I am a United fan, by the way. That's why I wanted to go with United at the first. Then we go through. I'm not really a fan of Maguire, 37 pace. I'm not really a fan of Lindelof. So I think out of the options, there's only going to be Euro, Shaw, Martinez, or De Ligt. So let's go through and get Euro on the bench as well, and kind of just see what we're working with. Like I said, there's a few options you can go with. This is our starting one. I think this is what I'm going to go with. I think I want to go with De Ligt and Martinez. I think Onana stays in goal, and so far we're happy with that. Let's go to the fullbacks now and see if there's anyone else we're maybe missing or potentially can get some changes, maybe some formation changes and stuff like that. So, in at the left back, we only really have Malacia, Lindelof, and Shaw, but I haven't already considered. I don't think Lindelof we're really going to include, so the only one we can potentially add in is Malacia. Let's see if he's even worth having. I personally preferred having Dalot as my left back, having Mazraoui as my right back. I think it worked out better. And yeah, I think looking through, I kind of like my defense I have now. I don't think we're going to really need Malacia. So we're going to get rid of him. We're going to move on into the midfielders. I think Kobbie Mainoo is he's incredibly young. He's going to have a really good career for us. And I just believe that right now his card, he's like an evolution away from being a real solid card. So the few cards I actually had in here, Mason Mount, I didn't mind. I didn't mind Mason Mount there. Diallo as a cam for me was very interesting, but Bruno is obviously going to take that spot in this formation. There's a few players we had in. Casemiro is just way too slow for me. Way too slow, and I wasn't really considering him. So the only real player I thought about having there was our new signing, Ugarte, right? So I was like, okay, maybe we could get him in the squad. 3-star, 3-star. Doesn't look terrible, but I compared him to Diallo, and I just like, I compared him to Mainoo, and I just like, I don't know. I just feel like Mainoo has a better card slightly, even though he's lower rated. I don't know. I just kind of like this card a bit more, a little bit more to its pace. I just think that, I don't know, it's a weird one. As a sole CDM, he probably won't be the best, I'll be honest with you. So maybe you could do something like this. It's a really weird one. I'm looking at it now and I'm like, I don't really know what I'll do there. I really don't know what I'll do. I'll try Kobbie Mainoo because I'm a big fan of him in real life. And we'll kind of see how he plays in game. His card isn't the best. That's the problem. Defensively, his card isn't the best. The good thing is his heading accuracy is quite low, which makes defending a bit lower, and his aggression is a little bit low. His actual physical and defending isn't terrible. It's just one of those cards where he's like an inform away from being pretty good. He'll get there eventually, but right now, he's just not amazing there. But as a United squad, this might be okay. Then we're going to move on over to the wingers, and I think this is where we have the most depth in this squad. We had a couple of positions there, and I just was trying to see who we really want to have as our wingers, and I think that starting off, you can see who we really have. Anthony was an option, even though in real life he's not good. 1-star weak foot is absolutely insane. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. 1-star weak foot an attacker is crazy. That is so funny. But I looked through and I was like, okay, I really wanted to have Rashford in this squad. As a left or up front, I was thinking, right, where should we have him? And for me, I really wanted him in the squad as a striker. I think he's going to be very impactful there. So that's the striker position I'm going to have him in. I'll probably actually do like a United Road to Glory this year. So I thought it'd be fun to make the team with you guys. Then on the left, Garnacho. I'm really excited for this Garnacho card. And then I thought about Diallo on the right. I thought potentially what you could do is have a different formation. Maybe have Bruno a bit deeper in the centre mid and then have like Diallo at the cam. But there isn't really another right winger you can have. You can see Garnacho's not really going to show you. what's his name, Anthony, I don't really want in the squad. So I thought, okay, I'm actually going to keep Diallo there. And I just think overall it works out slightly better. So this is kind of my attack there. Bruno Fernandes is going to be the highest rated card in the team by quite a lot. His card looks pretty good once again. I'm very, very happy with his passing. His shooting looks good. His dribbling looks good. He's giving me a good card. 4-star, 3-star. He's always a respectable card in FIFA. He always does the job. So very happy with him at cam. Then we have Højlund. So when we go up front now, we had a few options. Let's go through them together and see what we could have worked with. So we're going to go through to the other options here, just to add a bit more in case there's any more wingers. So we did have Xerxes, and we also had Højlund as our other strikers, okay? So when I looked through the two, I basically compared the two and said, who do I want up front with Rashford? That's the kind of conversation I had. I either thought, this is what I was thinking, okay? I either do this. I either drop Diallo, put Rashford on the left and Garnacho on the right, and then I put Xerxes up front. But then I looked at the card, and it was basically for me, do I want Xerxes in the squad, or do I want Diallo in the squad and have Rashford up front? And I kind of preferred this. This is what I went with at the end. I was like, I think I prefer Xerxes on the bench, going with like a Diallo on the right, bit more pace there. Having Rashford up front, I think will be better than having Højlund. Out of the two, for me, Højlund just looks better. Yes, you have a bit more skill move with Xerxes, but his, like, I don't know, his card doesn't look that good. It looks okay, but it doesn't look amazing. I just feel like Højlund's got a bit more to him with that pace. He's got a bit of physical as well, especially having Rashford up front with him. I feel like they're going to play well together, and this is going to be my Manchester United starting squad. Let me know down below, would you guys make any changes? Again, out of all the options, I think this is really the only thing we can go through. The weakest link here, I'm not going to lie, it's probably Kobe Mainoo, who's definitely an unbelievable player in real life, but in FIFA, having 73 defending, 72 physical as your main CDM could be a bit of a problem, so potentially could change some formations, maybe even go for like a 4-4-2 or just something different, or just maybe get a bit more midfield balance, maybe like a 4-3-3. I don't know. You'll see what you can do there. But I do think that if you're going strictly for United, this may be the best options. YouTube, you guys know the drill. Let me know down below. Did you guys like this video? What squad would you like to see me go through next time? We have about 3 or 4 days till the game is fully released. As soon as it's released, the content's going to be flowing 2 uploads a day. Whatever you guys want to see, let me know. I'll make sure to do that. YouTube, you guys know the drill. Drop a like. Catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.